Welcome everybody to the live show experience with Mr. BricksOBrian. It is Wednesday, February 5th. We are in the brand new month. It's started off, I'd say, very nicely. This is not my first time seeing you for the month, but it is good nonetheless. I hope your weekend was good and your week has been going good. I would normally have done something on Monday, but we had a very nice production meeting for a specific thing that is happening in the not too distant future. So you can be excited about that happening in just, I don't know, 79 days. 79 days. Oh boy. We have Awesomus. We have B-Habs. Bubble Levo, MJ. I do what I want anyways, but I try to involve the people as much as I can in my decision making, my infinite wisdom, you know. It's kind of how I would like things to be. Let me know how your weekend was, what you've had going on. You got Super Collector fam here. Hello. Yeah, so the deal for this upcoming week, everybody, we have not only tonight of building the Legend of Zelda Great Deku Tree, but because it was a little bit of a shorter week here, and I obviously had every intention of doing this during the Bob Bonanza, but we got a little sidetracked, of course, as we normally do. I opted to do a special little live show for a Friday night specifically. Instead of doing it on a Saturday afternoon or something, do this on a Friday night, make it a big special event here. So we are doing Everybody 1-2 Switch on Friday night, this upcoming Friday. This upcoming Friday. So look forward to that. That'll be a lot of fun, being able to have everybody involved. I said if we hit 100 players for every match, then I would do a special giveaway. If we end up hitting it for one match, I feel like 3 will be tough. But if we even get it for 1, I'll be very happy, and I'll do a special giveaway just because I'd be excited to have you all there and participating in it. No dilly-dallying, no nonsense. It'll be literally just diving into it and playing for, you know, 2-3 hours for a Friday night thing, which would be very exciting. So look forward to that. 6 p.m. That's when that's happening. Obviously, you're watching this in real time right now or after the fact, which I appreciate you as well. We got Mike over there. Macca, welcome. Sell me on this game. Convince me to charge my Switch. That's the beauty of it, Tom. You don't. Because all you need is your phone. All you need is your phone and scan the QR code that will appear on the screen, and you use your phone in order to play the games. So it's easily accessible. I paid for the game, so you don't have to do anything. So that's why it's super easy for getting 100 people, especially during big events, generally speaking, right? But for stuff like this, you know, we'll see what happens. The only issue is that some people watch on their phones, so you can't, I mean, you can watch and play at the same time, but, so it is kind of like Jackbox. Becca, welcome. Kind of like Jackbox in a way, except way more, physical, interactive. So, yeah, all you gotta do, super easy, barely an inconvenience. Yeah, all you gotta do is show up. Can I get a birthday shout out from my mom? Her name is Ashley. Happy birthday, Ashley. Don't watch Brian on my phone. Don't watch me on the phone. Tom, you should have me pulled up on the TV. Happy birthday, Ashley. Pull me up on the big screen. The biggest of big screens. Astro Canuck was actually my like I said, comfort live streamer while I was having a bad day on Monday. Tuesday, was that yesterday? Something. I slept not only 6 hours, but also low quality sleep. So I'm like, I was not functional. I couldn't do anything except play No Man's Sky. So I was playing No Man's Sky while I had Astro in the background. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be a I'm gonna be a useless pile of Deku tree. And yeah. So thank you for that, Astro. Go follow his channel if you haven't already. I have you airplaying on the big screen. Look how big I am, Aaron! And the TV just shattered, actually. 82 inch. You have an 82-inch TV? 82 inches of Brian. We're gonna get started on the Deku tree in a little bit here. Kevin's here. I can sniff if that make it. Anyways. What else has everybody had going on? Update me on your life. Yeah, we had a really big production meeting for Pro Gamers Guide 3 that happened on Monday. Lots of meetings this week, man. Lots of meetings. Lots of meetings. But there is also something that that popped up on my docket today, which may or may not happen. I don't know quite yet. But something for me, and what will eventually in turn for you, would be very, very, very cool opportunity. So we'll see if that comes to fruition. It's been an insane week. That's all I can say. I hear that, man. I hear that, man. So it's time to address the elephant in the room, y'all. Before we go any further, there is a big situation that has happened pertaining to a certain entity here in Brick City. And although highly requested, it's time to finally come to a resolution as to what has happened and how we're going to proceed. Okay? So it was brought to my attention previously that Cuddles, the penguin, was on timeout, you know, because of some misbehavior here. She was not being supervised properly, kind of just saying and doing whatever she wanted to. And there wasn't really any accountability there, and that was my issue. I should have been a more responsible, I guess, parent. Am I their parent? I don't know. And so it was up to me to figure out what the best solution was. And you know, Cuddles would occasionally appear on screen and talk about stuff. And that just proved not to work out, you know, can't necessarily have that happen. Cuddles kind of has to be involved at all times just for the sake of, you know, she's baby penguin, got a lot of stuff going on. And, you know, it became very clear what the solution to the problem was. So Cuddles from this point on, or until, you know, maybe she's not comfortable, whatever happens, right? But she will actually be joining us as part of the broadcast on a more consistent basis here. So I've set up the very snazzy Pro Gamers Guide purple couch for her to sit on and watch as the live shows happen. That way she can be an active participant, or maybe she, you know, I don't know. So Cuddles will be occupying the space. Right down there. Cuddles is back, okay? She's back. She's back. And she'll be hanging out down there, watching along. On a more ongoing basis. So yeah. She's just gonna be watching what happens. All right. So Cuddles has officially returned. The translator does work.
I'm back. Whoa, thanks, Brian, for letting me out. I really learned my lesson.
Cuddles, you're sounding a little bit different this time since coming back from the timeout. I'm glad you feel a little bit better. Maybe a little congested, but we'll figure that out. We'll get you some NyQuil. There we go. So there you go. She's just gonna be hanging out. She's just gonna be hanging out, and I think it's just a cold. I think it's just a cold. I don't think it's puberty. I don't think it's puberty, but I think it's just a cold. So she'll be hanging out down there, and yeah, the translator's good to go. Go sign up for that mailing list. 79 days to go. Kevin, are we ready? No, we're not ready. We're not ready, but we will be. We will be in time. So make sure you make that happen. What the cool part about the translator now, it's actually, I found a different machine to make it work. And so there's actually Cuddles chime that appears or audibly approaches before she says anything to alert us of her being on, speaking up rather. So that's that. And you can use a translator at your discretion if you'd like. But otherwise, yes, Cuddles is back. And I'm actually gonna pop this over here. There we go. So you're just kind of chilling out. See what happens. Can we plug our ears before she speaks? Yeah, Totally not planned, but I did toss a concept sketch into the place. Should I go and see my real reaction, Kevin? Should I go see my real reaction to this? Should I? We are currently developing the characters. Not that they're not developed already, but Ooh, yeah, yeah, yep, yeah. A few. A little bit of a tweak here and there, but otherwise, yeah. Yep. I'm not showing the people. But yes. It is very, very, very close. Yeah. Yeah, that's dope. That's super dope. Can you show the robots? Then I could. No, people are not gonna know. No. There's 4 people in my department that have a J name just like me. Very nice.
I need to talk more to get my voice back, but this couch is really nice. But Brian, can I go on the other side of the screen so I can look towards the chat?
So Cuddles, the whole point of you being over there is so that you could watch me and everything happening with me. I mean, I didn't think you concerned yourself with the chat, the people. Are you saying you're here to monitor the chat as it's approaching? Because that's kind of the job that we have for, like, Anthony and Lego McDuck and Lindsay and RC, right? Like, it's like you're watching up at the screen. That's just like... Mike says you're doing better, so that's good. That's good. There we go, Beth. Welcome. Please welcome the busiest bee in Brick City. There we go. Yeah, well, you guys will see the polished version of this artwork before the Kickstarter comes out. For sure. But what's in there? Is that a... Okay, I know what that is. Never mind. Anyways, what's going on? How we feeling? As the royal we, how we feeling? I was feeling pretty bad Monday, but now I feel pretty awesome. No, I felt pretty bad yesterday. It was yesterday I felt bad. Brian, you're like peak uncle status. I'm not your uncle, okay? Uncle doesn't happen until you hit 35. I'm 29. I'm not your uncle. I'm not your daddy. I'm not your meemaw. I'm not your cousin. I'm not, okay? Cuddles' voice bothers me. She has a cold. What do you want, Lindsay? You know who is Unk status? Mr. A-Game. Happy birthday, Mr. A-Game. Happy birthday, Mr. A-Game.
BricksOBrian is your daddy.
Happy belated birthday. 45 years old. Give it up for him. 45, man. It was a good birthday bash. See, what you did was you did like all of the things that went really well for like a community focus, right? Like you didn't, I mean, I actually fell asleep by the time you were going to Fortnite, but I don't think you did the Fortnite open lobbies like I did, right? You just had a core group or something. Like you avoided all the technical difficulties I inflict on myself, basically. It's kind of what that seems like. Yeah, exactly. See, so you did all you went solo. Oh, so you did all the best parts of like a Bob Bonanza without being stressed.
Well, thanks, Mike. Over on the Crimson Theater, I'm feeling a lot better. And yes, I went to Cecilia's therapy session, and I've had a real breakthrough now. I see why Brian goes there all the time.
It's exactly. Therapy is a very helpful thing. You talk out your feelings and you learn your reflections and you get better over time in implementing what you've learned through therapy. We stand therapy in Brick City. All right. We do. I'm proud of your growth. I'm very proud of your growth. Proud of you. I did all the community stuff with Mario Kart, so I didn't have to bother with any lobby garbage. You're such a professional, man. I got to learn from you. Actually, Bob Bonanzas are canceled, so I don't have to worry about it ever again. Anthony with the Prime sub for 57 months. Thank you, Anthony. Anthony always chiming in with his 2 cents. Appreciate it. I've left his Instagram memes on red so I can focus on my work. Yeah, going to therapy was not in Pro Gamer's Guide to Healthy Habits, but in the inevitable remastered version for Harper Collins, we'll make it happen. Oh, you fixed my feed? Thanks, man. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. Yeah, no, we stand therapy. It's great. It's awesome. It's all good. It's all great. BobCon is a different beast. Oh, it's gonna be even more. But it's gonna be more allocated over a longer period of time. So it's not gonna be like a higher concentration of stuff. It's just gonna be, you know, a lot of whatever. Well, we're not worried about BobCon right now. We're worried about Book 3, everybody. Book 3. Sign up for that email list. That's where you're going to find all of the newest information first. When did I start gaming on YouTube, Brian? 1993, actually. Millennium Akuma, welcome. Millennium, who was the one earlier today, he posted on his IG story all of the collectible cards. I think he has all of them that have ever been out. And they look really good. Not to, you know, I mean, obviously I'm the one that like put them into the world, right? But like, they look really, it looks like a good set of cards. Not gonna lie, they look really nice. So at some point, I'm gonna be putting a list of all the cards that have ever been out on the shop website, so you can see what has come out and where you can get them, if you can get them, or where they were originally released. Were you even born in 1993, actually? No, I wasn't. I was not born in 1993. Out the womb and immediately gaming until he's in the tomb. From the womb to the tomb, baby. That's how it's done. Or maybe it's not. I don't know. There's that. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Meow, meow. That's 3 years before you existed? Yes. Yeah, so Millennium, you can tell at this point now what the difference in the material was going from the Coffee Kingdom Quest ones to the kind of newer ones, right? It's definitely a noticeable quality difference, but in a good way. In a very, very, very good way. So I'm happy that we finally found a car, a manufacturer that is reasonable in all aspects. So it's great. I didn't open the plastic you put them in yet. Well, waiting to get a binder. Yeah, we gotta make a Pro Gamer's Guide binder at some point. Can't say that's slated for the Kickstarter, not right now at least, but you never know, right? All right. 100%, yeah. That's just a whole other thing. Hey, if you're watching over on the YouTube end of things, make sure you like the live show. That helps get it out to even more people as we are going to be building the Legend of Zelda Great Deku Tree. Are they going to translate your books into Chinese anytime soon? I need to translate them into more languages for sure. Not just Chinese, but Spanish, obviously. Whatever other languages. Arabic for sure. Yep. French. I can help translate to German. So I'm going to go ahead and say I don't trust anybody to translate anything into any language because we all speak English here very fluently. And unless you're a dialect specialist, I'm not going to take unsolicited translations from Twitch chat or otherwise. So what's the best Zelda game to start with? I'm interested in the franchise. You should start with Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and then go into Tears of the Kingdom, because that's what every Zelda game from now on in that is going to be in that style pretty much, I think, but that's just me. I was going to come and sing in French. Actually, Pez Liz, I trust. Like, Liz wished me a happy birthday in French. Or at least had it was like a French song. Is that more accurate, Liz? And also, welcome. When you get a publisher, they have in-house translators. That's true. Not if, when. Officially published. Start with Link's crossbow tree. That's actually what Mr. A Game did during his birthday bash. He did that. That is the Quebec birthday song. I didn't know Quebec had a birthday song. Lithral, welcome. Yeah, I need, add that to the infinite list. We also need digital versions of the books. Hardcore. We definitely need those. Link's crossbow training over Twilight Princess. See, there we go. There's the opinion. Nice hangnail there. I can speak Japanese pretty well. I trust nobody. I don't trust any of you. They have birthdays in Quebec? That's wild. I don't speak any other languages. I really struggled with Spanish in middle school, going into high school. I really struggled. I mean, partly not studying, but also the thing about second or third languages, the sooner that you are exposed to them in life, the more easily they just kind of, they just resonate with you, and you can just pick it up way easier, It's not just specific people. It's not specific people I don't trust. I don't trust any of you. No. Also, let's all keep it English only, please. Cuddles is only speaking English. I am saying my words in English exclusively, right? Let's keep it all in English. Please and thank you. Struggling with Spanish, but the way we're learning makes it easy to read but hard to say. Yeah. If you can't roll your R's, like burrito, the brrr. If you can't do that, you'll struggle. You'll struggle. Is Cuddles a girl? Yeah. Oh, we don't have an English command on YouTube. Interesting. There we go. We have it down here though. We have it down here. English, please. It was Mr. Agami who asked, what do I think of a stump so far? I am not overtly impressed, but I can't say I've built anything super impressive besides the minifigures. So I guess from that standpoint, I'm enjoying it. It's definitely not bad. Oh, I just unplugged my camera. Awesome. No, you're good, Awesomeness. I need a longer mini HDMI. He's a hard man to please. This is who I am. This is who I am. Well, and also not to be like, well, given my credentials, but I have built a ton of Lego sets. Like, okay, you can't tell me, Sir Jacob, that the Deku tree is a inherently better build than the NES. You can't tell me the Deku tree is better than that. It's just not. Yeah, you can delete whichever one. Did your mom tell the? Yeah, I mean that's a thing. My kid built so many of these he could open up his own store. He's only 3 years old and he's already building the blah blah blah. All right, we get it. We get it. That's right. We get it. We get it. Put little Timmy on Lego Masters. That's it. I gotta get a longer cable for this. This has to go snaked all the way around. It clearly can't have this. Yeah, I wouldn't even call it just some faults. It's just a different building experience for the Deku tree. I'm enjoying it as much as I haven't really built that much. I don't know if you maybe saw my progress. I'll show you what I got going on here in a moment. It's like literally nothing. Well, almost nothing for the most part. Let's dive in, everybody. That's all I got so far. It's just literally that. Yeah. So. You have Lego Masters watch list on Tubi, but never watched it. I can recommend season 3 because that's a season that Brick and Nick won with Stacy. I'll be using Duolingo for your Japanese for a month. Nice. I've seen somewhere that Hestu's Maraca Shake. Is that true? Oh, I just totally spoiled it. It's public information. It's fine. I couldn't show you, right? But can you hear it ever so slightly? But they do shake. They do shake. You got Cuddles and Akinator? Nice. That's how you know we're on the rise here. That's it. I'm still hoping they come out with a Lego set that doesn't involve a $300 thing. Ooh, that's bad. I want it to be like, you know, I want a Guardian or literally anything that's not this. Yeah, so we'll just, if you could, Lindsay, just, I guess, take out the ones that we don't really see super often. And then just leave it for there. I know. I mean, we definitely need more. Of course we need more. Yeah, of course we need more. It's just a matter of, making it happen, you know? I'm gonna try to adjust, You playing tight end in football? We got Travis Kelce in the chat. Welcome. I tried. No, it's all good. It's all good, RC. RC, are you seriously telling me you're not buying those Star Wars Destiny crossover skins? How are you not buying them? It's literally designed for you, right? Where are the instructions? If the Eagles win, I'll grow my hair until they graduate. Until you graduate. I just... Still holding space for the $1,000,000 Peaches Castle set that lives in my imagination. If there's anything you need to know about me, that's the only thing I want in this life. I just want to feel happy. You know what I mean, Mr. A-Game? I just want to feel happy. I don't hate the Chiefs. I'm just like... I wanted to see the Bills and the Lions. I want to see people, you know... Happy for more than 5 seconds, you mean? Yes, that's what I mean. Ravens are the best. Yeah, right.
Drink some water.
You're so close, Lindsay. You're so close. Take out Russian. No, Russian. What? Why are other languages' words so long? Why are they so long? What? See, this guy makes me laugh. We've seen the Chiefs enough. Yeah, see, that's the thing, right? RC, also welcome. I want a game that I can get excited about watching. Like, I feel like the Chiefs and Eagles will not be exciting. How you doing today, RC? I saw RC Maniac in Sharp Balloon's live show earlier. She was on the front bit. Like, I kicked in 500 bits because I'm like, I don't know what she's talking about, but I want to see something happen. So, like, what's she up to? All right. The Eagles are excited? No, the Eagles are tearing their city apart. Riddick and wife, welcome. Am I saying that right? Am I saying that right? You know, I don't... Just gotta pay... Maybe I should pay attention for a change. Lindsay over here is struggle busting trying to get this thing. Artie can. Artie can. Artican. Artican wife. Artican wife. Already can. Okay, you split it up wrong one time. All right. Already can. So the way this also happened with somebody else here with a complicated name. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to pretend I'm like, you know, because some of these Pokemon have long names. I'm like, let me break it up by syllable. Already can. Already can. There we go. You can't call me your son and then be like, oh, he gets my name wrong. Already can. Are we considering my name really complicated? Your entire existence is complicated. Emily. Dude, it took me so long. I'm like, Emney. I'm like, dude, what happened to it? So something, it was what, Monday. Somebody, I was sending out a card to somebody. And I'm like, oh, what cards does Nate not have? And the mom was like, actually, well, his name's Noah. He doesn't have any of them. So I'm clearly bad at. I can't be Santa knowing everybody's name. Do I look like Santa? I thought I could break a word into syllables and encountered pics and found one person who couldn't explain it to. Listen. I try to remember everybody's name. I try. Trust me, I actively try. I try my best. Danny Phantom Solo. And then some people I overcomplicate it, like what's his name? He's from Astro's chat. Oh, what's his name? Not Isolated. Oh, King Dizon Bales. King Dizon Bales. And I intentionally make it long. Mrs. Ann, Mr. Man. Yeah, that's another one. Mr. Ann. Oh, man. Oh, how was your trip, Emney? How was your Hagrid motorbike excursion? I tried to get Shayna to make Cuddles as a balloon, but chat voted elsewhere. Yeah, that's because I wasn't there. If I said RC, like, oh, this is my children's book character, I would. It's also like, you know, like nobody else knows it. If they knew it, like, so I actually gave them copies of the books because, like, I know their little one is, you know, in the age ring. I don't know if they ever, like, whatever, right? They could donate it, whatever. I'm like, at TwitchCon, I'm like, just take these and do whatever you want with them. Because, whatever. And, yeah. But I appreciate that sentiment, dude. That means a lot. Thank you. Earl gave out stickers on Hagrid's yesterday, and we got an E-Ride. You're still there? You're still there? You guys are through the... Wow.
Bye for now.
I really can, wife. Thank you very much for being here. Enjoy your nap. 10 days? Man, I'm jealous. I gotta sell more books, dude. I gotta sell more books. Gotta cut a nice wholesale deal with Walmart or something. Take a Pro Gamers Guide trip to Disney. Heard you were planning to come down in October. That is one of the plans with Mr. Zach M. Rutledge as part of what was his commitment to go to a haunted castle in New Hampshire has now pivoted to Epic Universe in October. So that is on the calendar as of right now. But there is literally something, I'm not going to mention it quite yet because it's not 100% finalized. But yeah, for Halloween Horror Nights, that would be the idea. So do Halloween Horror Nights and then do it would be the Monsters area. And then I would also do like a fan meetup and people, you know, we can whatever, right? Also RC, they're reducing their book section to be seasonal, not outright as the thing. Now I totally lost my train of thought. Totally lost it. Yep, absolutely lost it. Whoops. I don't do horror. Neither do I, and neither does Zach. And that's why it's going to be fun. Or bad. Spooky. Oh, I know what I was going to say. There was something that popped up today. No, it'll be great, Zach. Something popped up today that is a really, 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 really cool thing. Like, unbelievably cool, that I would have never accounted for in my big giant calendar. And it's super cool. And it's happening in March. So we shall, actually, 2 things happened this week. 2 things popped up on the calendar. 2 things. And I would have been like, that's not happening. Oh, it is happening. Okay. One is in March and then one is in April. One is in April directly before the next Kickstarter. April 2nd, you ready? I am ready. I think we're getting the pig in book 3. Well, the pig is in book 2. March what? March 18th? Something like that. It's in the middle of the week. Meow, meow, meow. Clearly I'm trying to get this together now. Y'all are distracting me hardcore. Thank you everybody for watching and being here and being part of the things here. Enjoy your gaming, Mr. Red Scorpion. Oh, I already did that step. I'm a Goomba on a cake. Dang, dude. I clearly need to sleep more. I even took a small power nap before I started. Clearly it wasn't enough. I've been, not sleeping as great. Although today I felt pretty good. March is our birth anniversary in the Habs household. Well, you're taking your vacation in February to celebrate, right? Also very jealous of that. Gotta do that. Yours is on the 12th. I will be here to celebrate. I will not be away. It's like March 18th something that I think that thing in particular is happening, if it were to happen. Oh, so you're doing multiple things. Gotcha. Okay. Good for you guys. At some point, I would love to take like a actual literal vacation and have it. I would love for it to be an annual thing, kind of like a lot of people do, or do, take time off is different from a vacation. But last year was a big year of travel, as a lot of you might know. So I'm not looking to be doing that a whole ton this year. At least like crazy stuff. We do a trip every 5 years. Nice. That's kind of a good benchmark. Every 5 years, you do something. You can do that. It's because I'm old. Well, you're being responsible with your time and financials and all that. Enjoy your 20s for one final year. One final year. Although I don't feel old. I don't feel like washed up. I don't feel decrepit. I feel pretty good, actually, all things considered. Obviously, this is something I've kind of come to terms with more recently. For a lot of y'all too. It's like grass is always greener on the other side. It's because you don't have children yet? Yeah, that's true. I feel old. My child is 10. Yeah, but he's a good kid. He's not a Goomba. Oldage? Yeah. One of the things I hear online, everybody's like, oh man, You know, I fall asleep at 10 p.m. I feel like I'm so old. I used to be able to game until like 2 o'clock in the morning. And here I am, just feeling grateful that I can actually go to bed at a reasonable time and not like be wide awake and wired all night, you know? I feel dead at 9 p.m. I need to figure out how to sleep. Do you do sleep tracking, Melissa? Also, Katie, welcome. I'm not old. I only graduated high school the year you were born. Wow. You already lived a whole thing. There you go. That's great. Trying to become staff of Hypixel and Nintendo. What a high bar you set for yourself. That's a high bar. Yeah, I'm just gonna be on the staff of Nintendo real quick. Yeah, it's coming along pretty nicely. Got that situated. I got this. But Peterson, welcome. Cuddles, the timeouts paid off. They did. She's just chilling for now. She's hanging out. We'll see about moving the couch to the other side of the way to make sure incoming comments are not you know, bad. Helping out with the moderation duties. It was the only way to you know, ensure that she had some better behavior, keeping an eye on her. Still trying to decide what I want to do with my life. You know, a lot of us don't really know until we try a lot of different things, obviously. So I am, of all my friends, I'm the friend that says, go and do the thing. Like, one of my friends wanted to do some, like, wrestling. And I'm like, yeah, sign up for the class. Like, get in shape enough to be able to pull that off. Go, like, whatever. One of my other friends wants to go, like, to dig sites and be, like, you know, helping archaeologists. And I'm like, yeah, go do that. Like, go the entire summer, leave us all behind, and go, like, live life. Go do something. Your life's purpose is to hit that subscribe button on YouTube and on Twitch. Please hit that subscribe button. Road to 100,000 subscribers, everybody. There it is. There's the goal. That's the benchmark. Thank you for Anthony reminding all of us here. Yeah, that's the thing. Everybody's trying to figure it out. Nobody has it figured out. And there are no rules, right? There's a lot of people who think, oh, it has to be this way, it has to be this way, and it kind of really doesn't. It kind of really doesn't. So far, made it to a Lego show, met Cheesy Studios, very cool. I think I've met him before. What Lego convention was it? I've been to a bunch of those. Currently slated for Brick World Chicago, but we'll see. Try everything and don't pay for college unless you know 100% what you want to do. That's the pro gamer tip there. That's it. And you can change later too. Exactly. See? Nebraska, Omaha. Nice. The points are made, the rules are made up and points don't matter. That's true for life though. It really is. It really is. You showed there you have 3 trophies. That's sick, dude. Good for you. That's the most I'm not even gonna finish that thought. I was gonna say, oh, that's the most disappointing part of me going to a Lego show. I'll never win an award. Why? Like, why? It's not even about winning an award. But like, you just see all these wildly talented people that go up and I'm like, man, I'm never gonna do that. I'm never gonna make something that like I can focus that long and make something as impressive to have other people think. Like it would just require like, I mean, you would know then, Peterson, it's just such a level of commitment and creativity that I just don't have the bandwidth for, dude. Roy, welcome. Hope all is well at the Bob Central Command. We are good. I think we're good. Speaking on behalf of the people, I'd say we're doing pretty poggers. It's about the people you meet and learning along the way. Lucid, welcome. Yeah, I've definitely picked up a lot of interesting techniques from building sets and talking to people and stuff. I would rather just like sit there in awe, you know? And you'll really compete with people if you go to like a Chicago, like a big convention. That's when you're like, oh, these people know what they're doing. Taking 11 pieces to Brick World and most of them are dot art. There you go. You got to take the one you showed me. You got to take that one to the convention, dude. I know it's a little bit, you know, it's not as big as a dots piece, but it's still cool. Do you like better Bart Simpson or Peter Griffin? I don't really have an opinion on either. Love going to Brick World to look at everything, but I'm terrible at building. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I go there and I have a booth about funny words and pictures. That's my thing. I try doing different video game franchises. It's very cool. What was my favorite cartoon as a kid? The atmosphere at Brick World is great. Favorite cartoon as a kid? I mean, I watched Pokemon Indigo League. Pokemon Indigo League, oh, obviously like SpongeBob and Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Yu-Gi-Oh. There's really like I can't really think of one that like has continued to resonate with me today. I don't want to say I've grown up out of them, but like some of them maybe have not aged amazingly. The ones that I really like the concepts of the most were Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends and Codename Kids Next Door. Those two shows I feel like could really exist on their own and they deserved more love. They're just a good concept, you know. Like Foster's, I was shocked it didn't have more legs than it had before. And yeah, same thing for Codename Kids Next Door. Charlie Brown, Fraggle Rock for you. Yeah, those are pretty good. Yeah, you'd have to give me a list. I'd have to like look and really think about what I watched. I transitioned a lot from like, I was a Nickelodeon kid for a while. No, I was a Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, then back to Nickelodeon. Then it was WB. And it really kind of stuck around there, you know. Here's a interesting thought. When I was younger, I always like struggled to think, like when I was way younger, like, oh, what's gonna happen when I get older? And like, you know, I want to find like more in real life things to watch that are like, you know, whatever. But like, what if everything is boring and I don't want to watch anything and I only want to watch cartoons all the time? Kind of a wholesome sentiment, you know. Like the best thing about cartoons, obviously, they take you to a world you'll not be able to experience for yourself, you know. 80s to 2000s cartoon tier list would be great. I agree. Also have to do the Pixar one eventually too. And thank you for the lurk. When did I start thinking of videos? What do you mean? Like when did I want to make it happen? I always had an affinity for the Muppets. The Pixar list is going to happen in February, not next week, but sometime. Dog, I'm still watching kid stuff. No, it's great. That's all good. I mean, I started making videos when I was very young. I didn't really think about it. I just kind of did it. Courage 2. Courage freaked me out. It was a little too, like, I don't know, for me.
Brian!
Dan!
Yo.
Thanks, man. I know you've been doing well. I can just feel it. Welcome. A little too young for when Courage was new. No, but I saw it when it... Like, I watched Courage the Cowardly Dog, Dexter's Lab, Johnny Bravo. I watched Jetsons and Flintstones. Yeah, it was a little young for me, yeah. I feel like my kid's Saturday morning cartoons was watching your playthroughs. I mean, isn't that weird? I am your Saturday morning cartoon. Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. That's another one I watched. It was not too creepy. That one was fine. Yeah, I would really need like a list. We doing the pizza meetup at Brick World, so here's what we will do instead. Big D, welcome. These morning cartoons. Well, that's kind of why I started doing the Saturday mornings, or Saturday afternoons, technically. It was supposed to invoke that Saturday morning cartoon feel. And I want to make a show dedicated to that, but that's a bit more difficult. When it comes to the pizza... Scooby-Doo, it's another great one. So for context, last year at Brick World Chicago, we basically did a meetup that was like, hey, here's like 60 people that can go to this restaurant and eat pizza with us. And instead of doing that, because it was very logistically intensive and obviously fairly costly for people, it was Zach M. Rutledge's idea to instead do pizza in the lobby of the hotel, in which we would go to the Costco that is literally directly next door, order a bunch of those, and just do it that way. It is significantly cheaper, and I think it's just a better idea overall. And if some people want to go, you know, if some people want to go to like out to eat, I think we can do that in smaller groups. My issue, my kryptonite, which has bitten me in the butt too many times, is I know too many people. So when I say, hey, do you want to go get food? Hey, do you want to go? And it ends up being literally 50 people. Because I know too many people that I want to have a meal with, and it ends up getting out of control, and nobody can sit 50 people impromptu or in general. You put me in the famous YouTuber hall in the MC server, Poggers. I'm honored, thank you. How can I be a famous YouTuber if I don't have 100,000 subscribers? I gotta hit 100,000 first. You gotta put me on the outside and then put me back in when we hit 100. Just hang out by myself. Frodo Swaggin. Dan, if you came to Brick World Chicago, I think I'd cry. There was some people I've met at Brick World or other places. I'm like, I just straight up cried. I'm like, I'm so happy to meet you. You know, It's not the popularity, it's the impact. That's what I'm talking about, Kalina. That's what I'm talking about. It's about the impact. But who cares what I have to say? We have a giveaway. Who wants to cuddle with Big D? Type the word join. All my friends, fans, family, freeloaders, furries, and free help. If you're watching on Twitch, you can enter in to win a Big D pillow. You have to be over on Twitch because it doesn't work with YouTube. Type the word join and you can get yourself a Big D pillow. It goes anywhere in the world as far as I know. Type the word join. American Chris Hansen, welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome. Tolkien with that. This is family friendly. Just type the word join. You're good. And the winner is Emney. Congratulations to the Laser Letters family. Now you have a Big D pillow. So now you can basically redeem it and then have it like at your house by the time you get back. Congratulations. Thank you to Natalina for facilitating that giveaway to the people. David, thank you very much for that. And I know that'll go to a home that will appreciate cuddling with that. So thank you so much. That, as well as the yellow beanie, are available on the shop as well. Those are the two new items that have debuted for 2025. So if you want to pick those up, you can. Actually, the shop got a little bit of a refresher ever so slightly. I did not and was not a fan of... Oh, man, that's got to go on a cooldown. Jeez. I did not like the way it looked before, and I'm like, I got to update this. So, yeah. It's added to the queue of things I need to do. You step away for... Yeah, right? Exactly. See? Super Collector, you can't miss a moment of the BricksOBrian live show experience. You can't, man. You never know what you might miss. There could be a giveaway. I could give away a Switch 2 right now. Imagine if I just gave away a Switch 2. Actually, we're doing that. We are doing that the day of the Kickstarter. So, if the Kickstarter gets fully funded on the first day, there is going to be a Switch 2 giveaway. So, all right. So if it gets funded on the day, we're doing a giveaway during, the whole thing. And we have plenty of other surprises as well. You got a king cake at Costco tonight. Excitement's very real. Very nice. That sounds amazing. Shop is looking very PGG. It's supposed to look like both, but it's getting there. Yeah, it's got to go to cooldown, even more so. I wonder why it's not. Listen, all the address and info, by the way, if that's actually a concern, I am the only one between the mods and anybody ever. Like, I am the only one that sees your address, and that is specifically and exclusively used to give you whatever you're entitled to, your shop order, your giveaway item, whatever. I never, ever, 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 ever share that information with anybody. Ever. Never, ever, ever. So, I have handled thousands of shop orders and Kickstarters and whatever. Holy goodness, dude! So I would hope that is not a concern for real. And if it is, let my reputation speak otherwise. Because, as much as the mods and stuff help, they do not have any involvement in that. There's a delay for that long. It's weird. That's super bizarre. I'm gonna do that. Shop. Okay. Shop. Shop. Shop pockets. There we go. Well, disable it for now. Brian has had my addresses for 5 years and he's never shared it with anyone. True. That would be illegal if I did that, by the way. I think that's illegal. I'm pretty sure. Like, I only share it with, like, if you want something from, like, Hot Pockets, or I'm sorry, from Elgato, I give it to the Elgato person and then they go, right? But, yeah, I never, ever, ever, never, ever, ever share that stuff. Ever. Can't emphasize that enough. So. Brian has my address. He stops by all the time. Yeah, right. You wish. You wish. No, any house calls are approved by parties beforehand. I'm doing everything I can to avoid a scandal, so we're gonna maintain that as best I can. I moved so Brian wouldn't have my real address anymore. See, can't send him his collectible cards if he moves. How's that going, by the way? Hopefully as stress-free as possible. I still get triggered from my my days of moving mid-Christmas season. Dude, what a wild time. Wild. So stressful. I try to really downplay it, but it kind of was. It all happened very quickly. And there was events happening in the meantime. It was a lot. A lot was happening. Too many books I need to get rid of, so local library we're getting a nice donation. And they're all copies of Pro Gamer's Guide. Amen. 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 So we getting Valentine's cards? That was the idea. I've been planning the Kickstarter. I need to get a body double. That's what I need to do. It's the 5th. I know it's the 5th. I'm aware. All right, listen. When you've had the day I've had. Listen, nobody else is helping to, you know, offering to step up to whatever. Need Bjorn to fill them out. Okay, listen. It's one thing at a time here. You've seen a Cheetos ad? I mean, Cheetos are nice. Dude, there is something I saw in a targeted advertisement we have to talk about. Actually, I can't talk about it. I literally can't talk about it. But I feel like I really want to. I really want to. It's technically not family friendly, but it is. Can I have permission to talk about? I mean, it's nothing actually scandalous, but like, can I please talk about this? I'm trying to be vague here to not spoil this. Talk about it tomorrow. Oh yeah, okay, I'll talk about it tomorrow on ZMB. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. So watch ZMB Live Unfiltered tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. And in the post show, we'll talk about it. It's actually, that's a perfect place to talk about it as well. It's not technically not family friendly, but like, it's weird. I wouldn't, if it were actually something serious, I would have never mentioned it, but it is worth discussing. It's one of those kind of things, man. It's still blind. How dare you schedule everyone 1-2 switch on Friday that I have to work on? Listen, I can't make everybody's schedule convenient. Okay, I'm sorry. I would say I'll try to do better, but I probably won't, and I'll disappoint you again. I'm sorry. Gotta watch a YouTuber that won't disappoint you, like Mr. A Game or Mr. Zebra Gamer or Abdallah Smash or literally anybody else. Remember to like the live show, by the way, if you're watching over in the Crimson Theater over in Brick City. Like the live stream. Smack that like button. Like, you mean it, I guess. I don't know. Something, something, whatever. Done. Thank you, Katie. You should go watch a YouTuber that won't disappoint you, like Abdallah Smash. Oh, it's a ×2. Whoops-a-daisy. So I don't know how much of this I'm gonna be getting done tonight, but you know, I'm only what, one bag in? Yeah, exactly, right? Well, I don't know about that one, awesome, but you know, I don't know. You know what I really did not like was my entire feed was consumed with Grammy stuff on Monday, and I'm like, man, I so don't care. Like, who cares? And I saw a video that was a follow-up that was like, oh, a guy was talking about, you know, how the Grammys pick who gets nominated for stuff, right? And essentially, it was them saying, we have a certain amount of people on this board and they vote to make it happen. But it's all professionals within the record industry, obviously. So, like, clearly, there's some sort of incentive for these people to vote for X, Y, and Z people. So it's basically rigged. I just got an idea. Pro Gamer's Guide to Making Pro Gamer's Guide. True. What a crazy idea, dude. Mr. O'Brien, you're the only YouTuber that I talk to regularly, so I'm not for the other YouTubers that's involved in my life to disappoint me. That's true. We already get behind the scenes stuff from Kevin and Brian while they make PGG. That's true. Maybe we should have Kevin do more work. How about that? What a novel idea. Well, how about just make Kevin do more work? I do more work, Kevin does more work. I think that's an idea. Poor Kevin. Listen. We do need more cooks in the kitchen. That's true. We need like a... It's just too much going on. It's just too much happening. I second Kevin doing more work. Yeah. When I'm less busy. Yeah, so that's another thing I've learned. There's a lot of... Yeah. We need a consistent intern. Which those two things don't correlate. But anyways, so I am continuing to work on this. This is the base. Thoughts on Squid Game? I actually haven't watched anything pertaining to that. Any editors in the chat? I need a part-time video, part-time content distributor and editor. Somebody to work on that stuff. I need a social media person, social media strategist. We'd be pretty set for a while with those two things, actually. That'd work out really nicely. Like, that would kind of That would kind of be great. Not gonna lie. Kind of set up for a while on that one. But you know. Or maybe I just gotta like reprioritize. Instead of complaining about stuff, just reprioritize and be like, you know, maybe I should build less Lego on Twitch and I should go, I don't know. I don't know what I'd do instead. Like there's all these things I want to do, obviously. And I like spending a lot of time here doing this, of course. But yeah, we'll see. I should go outside, right? Just working streams? No, that'd be boring. That'd be very boring. Co-working with BricksOBrian. Also, I like to get in my own zone when I'm doing stuff. So like I don't want to, like if I have a camera on me, I am compelled to be entertaining and be on. You know, I'm not trying to whatever. And that's another thing I've learned fairly recently is like, yeah, people can offer to help and do stuff, but it has to be consistent. It can't just be like a one and done kind of thing. And it's like, you know, nobody should be overextending themselves to help anybody, not just me, because you gotta take care of yourselves first, man. I will figure it out eventually, but don't be like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. More so of it is me open air venting, which I should be doing less of, but there's nobody else that is none of my friends, not to be that guy, but none of my friends really get what I do all too much. Reliability and skill go hand in hand, David. You're totally right. If I didn't overextend myself, PGG would not have happened. That's true. That's true. Yeah, there is a certain level of you know, sacrifice and making things happen and whatever. And some people are just not, you know, in a position to be as overly invested in all the things as I am or as Kevin is, and I get that. But I obviously did not get to where I've been by being, you know, anyways. For an editor, already lots of experience style, are able to learn quickly and learn your preferred style? Yes. I had someone offer help me plan my wedding. Partway through bailed, and I was like, why did you help if you couldn't follow through? Yeah. So actually, I would love if anybody has, maybe this is not the place to ask it, but like, I would love to understand why people do that. I'd like to think I don't do that as a person, right? Like, you offer to help and then you're like, actually, no, I can't do that. Like, well, why'd you say it in the first place? Like, what is the psychology behind that? Is it because people think they can do it and then they get overwhelmed? It's because they think they can do it and then they don't want to, or they thought it was different, whatever, you know? People got commitment issues. What's the deal, right? But there's got to be some you know, there's got to be some psychology behind it, like why people do that. Some psychology that I just haven't been able to nab why it happens. Something or another. Do you recall your past social media experts, people? No, I don't. Have a good rest of your day, Peterson Bricks. But yeah. And like sometimes it's like, usually it stems from a lack of grounded identity. Wow, what a bar. Jeez. And just because somebody can do something does not necessarily mean that it's the way that I would want it done or like whatever, you know? Usually stems from a lack of grounded reality. Like they think they could just tackle more than they can, and then they realize that they are not in a position to do it, and then they... whatever. That's interesting. You know, and it has to be a good fit too. It can't just be one thing over another, you know? But yeah, that kind of makes sense. Kind of. No, it entirely makes sense. I gotta drink more water. I'm so mad I don't have any more caffeine, though. Dang, blessed my music. You got some bars. People pleasing for the sense of self-worth. Interesting. I gotta read the books you're reading, dude. Coffee? No, if I have coffee, that's too much. It'll keep me up until 1 a.m. Can't be doing that. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna change that command from that word to Pro Gamer's Guide. That makes way more sense. So I'll work on that. Megums, hello. What's a bar? A bar is a hip hop term for a really impactful line you said. Like bars. You dropped a bar. Usually a bar is like one line and then 4 lines is a, you know, a verse or whatever. However you structure it. Like spitting straight facts. Yeah, pretty much. So by me saying that's a bar, that is slang for me saying what you said was very impactful. Basically. So yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Yeah, so something like that. That's basically what that means. So what you said significantly resonated with me, and I appreciate that. Very much so. So, good stuff. I definitely need to read more. It is actually on my list for February to be reading significantly more often and writing significantly more often. And I unfortunately had one hole in that plan, and then the other hole in the plan has been me being so tired as I'm going to sleep that I have not dedicated the bandwidth to actually reading before I go to bed, which is the habit I want to instill. And I just haven't dedicated the energy to it. So going to bed maybe even a little bit even earlier and making that happen, I don't know. It's more of a rap term, but yeah, it definitely is. I notice my mouth gets very like, not dry, but just like, I don't know what that means, but very like, bleh. This weather has been, whatever. Sticky mouth. You read a lot in general. Excellent. It's a good thing to be doing. Expand that gargantuan brain you got. Before I was married, I would read before bed all the time. Yeah. Good way to wind down, you know, not staring at a phone, But luckily, the past couple of nights, like, the issue is I'll fall asleep very quickly, but I'll generally wake up around the same time. So I'll have, like, you know, if I go to bed at 1, or if I go to bed at 10, I still wake up at the same time, you know? So you guys are like 25 degrees and snowstorm soon. Ice soon. We are mid-80s. Awesome, Kevin. Thanks, Kevin. Dehydrated? I know. Yeah, I gotta keep doing that. No, it's not sleep interruption. It's just my body is regulated to getting up at the same time now. So no matter what time I fall asleep, I'm still waking up at the same time.
Drink some water.
Thank you for that. Ninja Turtle comics and Percy Jackson books. My big issue with comics is you'll get one for like $9 or $7, I think. I think they're $7. Then you got to do that for like multiple weeks. You just got to wait for like the compendium or the you know, the full thing. Like, how can you get new comic books every week? It seems like exhausting to keep up with, let alone the finances of it, you know? But some people, comics is their only thing. Which, as we know, it is about moderation and all that, right? This one is the wrong color. Wish my body was regulated to wake up at the same time. My body never wants to wake up at 5:45 a.m. I usually find myself getting up at like 8 on the dot, which is weird for me. I normally, you know, I'm a late sleeper. I'm you know, there'd be times I wake up at 11 a.m. and I can't get up out of bed because I'm just too exhausted. And luckily, that has not happened in a long time. Long time. Thankfully. Oh, they're on Kindle Unlimited. That's kind of cool, yeah. Then you can keep up with that. That's good. You woke up... If I woke up at 11 a.m., I'd consider the entire day wasted. Yeah. Yeah. The best thing, I love waking up super early and being up, you know, I mean, my definition of early being like, you know, 6 a.m. Right. And the thing about my job, which is this, nothing happens until like 10 a.m. So like if there's an email I have to respond to, if there's a meeting I got to do, generally speaking, it doesn't start until 9 or 10. So I don't need to like be up. And then you're also working internationally too. So I did a podcast earlier on Monday actually, and it was with someone based in the UK. So it was like 6 p.m. They're ending their workday and I'm just getting started, right? So it just really depends. Your early is my normal. Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Like if I had a more conventional job, I feel like I'd be more regulated with a general sleep cycle, right? But for a lot of you, maybe you're like exhausted right now and I have to be like, you know, on my tippity top of the game, right? So it's kind of like that. It do be like that. I am missing, well, not missing. There's something or whatever. There's a lot of greenery. A lot of foliage. A lot of foliage. It feels like a lot of detail, but also not enough at the same time with this. Interesting. So, after this, in terms of larger scale Lego building, I don't think I have... After this, for the month of February, I don't believe I have anything super large scale to work on. So this will hopefully be exclusively a February thing. We can move into whatever else next. But, well, it'll be this, and then it'll be Luigi, actually. The Italian Ghost Hunter by BricksOBrian, and then we get into April. That Italian Ghost Hunter is going to take a long time. Very, very, very long time. But it'll be good. What's Nintendo going to talk about on that Nintendo Direct? Predictions. They're going to talk about the next Mario Kart. OBV. They're going to talk about Metroid Prime Beyond. They're going to talk about... what's that game? Pokemon ZA. ZA. Pokemon ZA. They're gonna, I was like, what's that game? I don't really care about right now, but hopefully I will. Yeah, Pokemon Legends ZA. I would like to think they're gonna do a special edition of the console, but I don't know. Something like that. There's gonna be... What else? What else? What else? I would love a Mario reveal, 3D Mario reveal. They need a killer holiday title, so here's the thing. Oh, we're getting to decide which of the trees we go with. We're at the point, the precipice. So either you skip to 158, which is the next one here, or you skip ahead to 297 and choose which tree you want. Now, obviously, I'm going to do the Breath of the Wild version, because that is the game I've played. I know that will, you know, work out for me. We got to build some trees, actually. You gotta modify the original platform, too. Interesting. What would really knock your socks off? I mean, in terms of, like, we've kind of gotten everything, both versions are great. I know they are, but I'm gonna do the Breath of the Wild one, and it takes up more pieces. It's just more. It looks bigger too. What would knock my socks off? You know, I don't have a video game White Whale anymore because we got Paper Mario. So I feel like there isn't anything that is sock knocking worthy. Yeah, it takes up more pieces. Yeah, that's the thing. I want to use the version that takes up more pieces. Have a more complete model. Odyssey 2. Well, we're due for a 3D Mario. That's what I mean. We're due for one. It's not a it's not something that like is out of the realm of possibility. Just say Mother 2+3 remaster, you wish. What else could they do? I mean, that I care about? There isn't really much, man. It's gonna be a long time before we get a new Zelda. Welcome from Libya. Hello, hello. What's an older game you want to see be given a full remaster? Banjo-Kazooie, easily. Easily Banjo-Kazooie. But that's Microsoft. I really love what some modders have done with what modders have done with Mario 64. It's funny, we were talking about that command earlier. Now this is one of the few times we have to use it. They've done Mario 64, but they've done it and swapped out the character models and the textures to be that of the original rendered artwork from like the guidebooks and from the promotional material, like that I don't know what art style you'd call it, but it looks like a it looks totally different from how it looks in the game. Way different level of polish, like way different. I would love to see something like that. A Super Mario World remaster? A remaster. You really want to see a Donkey Kong Country-esque game with the new DK's design. That's a good one. I think DK is destined for 2D, though, but I like that idea, though. I think we get a remaster of Zelda this year. Yeah, like a port. That sounds about right. You know what's funny is Nintendo put out a tweet that was like, "Hey, reminder on the on April 2nd. April 2nd is the next Direct," because a lot of people were confused about the date, obviously. But then every February for the past several years there's been a Direct, and there hasn't been one announced so far. So I don't see a reason for them to do a Nintendo Direct before April 2nd. I really don't see a reason for them to do it. So yeah, I would really love a 3D Mario, a whatever isolated welcome, by the way, and also Bruce. Banjo-Kazooie, but that's Microsoft. Yeah, and it makes the April Direct bigger by not doing anything in February, correct. That's gonna be nuts. New Animal Crossing. Let me use the facilities. I'll be right back. Hold on. Isolated. I'm doing all right. I'm chilling, building the Deku tree, and enjoying life as best I can. For a new Animal Crossing, I want to see an Animal Crossing game that I can't put down. And I think now that I've had all this experience with New Horizons and all that, right? I think my main issue with New Horizons is kind of what you see when graphic designers make logos, or they make intros or transitions and stuff. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but basically they overcomplicate the way it goes about happening. Like, you know, there's somebody who will do like a really fancy transition to make the logo pop up, and instead it should be just quicker. It should be just like more intuitive instead of overcomplicating it, making it an overcomplicated design. They should make it snappier. So like a lot of those menus in Animal Crossing New Horizons, you can't like craft multiples of the same item. You have to do one at a time. The menus are kind of slow compared to what other games are doing, and I think what people expect. So there's a lot of like random stuff like that it just makes the overall vibe of the game slower, which is fine because it's a island simulator, blah, 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 blah. But when it comes down to it, if you want people to keep playing the game and have a good time with it, you kind of can't do that. And also, yeah, like, Animal Crossing is also very much like what you make of it, right? What's your goal? What's your ambition? What's your whatever, right? And some people go all out, they go crazy. I don't know. I found myself at a certain point being like, I don't know what my goal is, and I don't even know how to describe it. But I just wasn't as inspired to keep going. If that makes any sense. At a certain point, I'm like, man, I really like how my island turned out. I really like all the villagers I have. No, I'm not going to search endlessly for these same 5 villagers that everybody else is going to do. So I think there has to be some sort of component that really incentivizes you to play every day more, even more so. I don't know what that is. I have no clue. I have no idea. Going through the Nook portal thing where you can take deposit bells takes forever. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a lot of that stuff just takes forever. Like, I don't know what that means. To like make it more fleshed out. I don't know. I liked Katie, welcome. I was able to play with the ping pong tables and the arcade machines and stuff. Yeah, and unfortunately, they're not going to let you do the NES machines like they did in the previous games. That would chomp up from their Nintendo Switch online sales, of course. But generally speaking, yeah, you could have a little more interactivity. But also, it's like, okay, are they going to invest the money into more items or interactivity for certain items? And they're clearly choosing just a bulk of items to do it. So I get that. I totally get that. Yeah, maybe it is just a me problem where I didn't feel compelled to log back in after a certain amount of time, and I'm just like, all right, you know, I'm done with it. And dude, I think it, like, here's my Galaxy Brain play. I put this as a comment on, I think, Mr. A Game's video. You know what they should do? They should have it so you have a couple of system themes, right? More than just black and white, obviously. And then with that's base. And then as a benefit of Nintendo Switch Online, they are adding new themes every couple of weeks or months or whatever. And then not only do you get a different aesthetic choice, but then as part of your membership, you can select whatever Nintendo music track you want from the Nintendo Music Library. So you have even more customization that way. Danny, welcome. So you have even more control over that. You could have like a Xenoblade theme and then choose whatever track from Xenoblade, any of them that you wanted. Like, that seems like a good solution. You could have original tracks. You could do, as part of the Switch Premium, make it premium, make a couple bucks off it, whatever. It's $20 a year and you get all the stuff with it. Like, I still think it's a great value. Even if you raise it by $10, whatever. So you could choose the Wii inspired menu, right? And then you can choose whatever song you want. Should do a stream playing people's servers in Minecraft. Unfortunately, they get very out of hand very quickly. So no. Pink Diamond, hello. Yeah, that'd be very hectic. Brian, join mine. Brian, join. No, can't do it. Thank you for joining the live stream. I'm building the Legend of Zelda Great Deku Tree live. Chat and chill and hanging out. I gotta improve this layout. This is too wonky looking. But I am chugging away at this thing. I have decided to do the Tears of the Kingdom / Breath of the Wild version of the tree. So I'll be proceeding with that. Juicy, welcome. So that'll be very cool. Yeah, I would love themes for that. I would love, you could select whatever track you want to, original or Nintendo, previous, you know, whatever you want. Mario Kart, new Mario 3D game. I am very excited for Switch 2. I'm excited for Switch 2, not only to play it for myself, but also playing it for videos and live streams for everybody here. On this path to 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, meaning you're going to see even more videos and stuff coming out in the next couple of weeks and months, especially. So y'all subscribing to the channel and supporting in whatever way you can, mostly just by being here, definitely helps. And you can sign up for the email list with Pro Gamers Guide 3 coming to Kickstarter on April 26th, 2025. Book 3 is real. So prepare yourselves for the launch day live stream, your chance to get some exclusive rewards, and much more. That is the, are you going to get Mario Kart 9? Well, because of the support that was, that occurred during the final Bob Bonanza, I will be getting a Switch 2 on day one, or, you know, as soon as it's available for pre-order, whatever, I'll get it. I'm going to get Mario Kart. I'm going to get everything, basically. I'm going to basically get everything. And if it goes over the budget of what was possible during the Bonanza, I'll be like, yep, we're just going to do it. At some point, you're going to have to get the Switch 2 because a lot of the stuff you're going to want is not going to work on original Switch. Stuff barely works now. Unfortunately, some stuff just doesn't work now. So just prepare yourself mentally for that now. I'm going to be doing the Cherry Blossom. I'm doing the Breath of the Wild version of the tree, because I have played way more Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom than I ever have this game. Or Ocarina, rather. Hope it's just not too expensive. I would assume Switch 2 is going to launch at $399. $400 USD. Mr. Manatee, welcome. Test in time. Oh, the alerts, I guess, don't work. Tier 1, 5 months. Test in time. Welcome. Thank you so much for choosing to be a subscriber here. You can subscribe anywhere. But you walked into here and you're like, man, it's kind of cool, man. And subscribing, so thank you. Excited because my kids' Switch stopped working, so they've been using my OLED. Nice. No stream crashing today. No, nothing bad has happened. Nothing horrific has happened. Peace is being kept in Brick City. We are all good. We are in the post. We are in the post. What's it called? Post Final Bonanza era, where it's a little more calm. You know, people are emotionally recovering from me not playing Everybody Want to Switch when I was supposed to. So, hey man, everybody's emotionally recovering. Conehead, thank you for stopping in and saying hello. I remember the Bonanzas. Dude, I remember the Bob Bonanza. What a time. I saw Princess Daddy Uwu did a fish, but she didn't chat? Is she not in chat? It's weird. Well, if you're out there, welcome. What's your favorite Lego set of all time? The forthcoming Bluey sets being released in 2025. Those are my favorites. Just kidding. Nintendo Entertainment System. Where were you when you saw the final bonanza? Where were you? Where were you? Oh, Testing Time sub was from Alyssa. Oh, so Fishing picked up that. Yeah, I got you. With what I'm seeing through chat, it doesn't tell me that, my bad. I thought you didn't like Bluey. I think I greatly over-exaggerated that. A lot of the show, I generally have not been able to, like, personally relate to, but I know that obviously would change if I were a parent. But even looking through my lens of, you know, animated cartoons and stuff, I wasn't like, you know, I don't know. What I really want to do, what I really want to say, but I haven't put pen to paper yet, is I would say if we hit a certain subscriber goal on YouTube, then I would buy all of the Bluey sets and then do proper video reviews on them. But I have not put that in stone yet. Space Hobo, welcome. So now we're in BCE. We got the Bonanza Concurrent and Bonanza Concurrent ended, yes. And there will definitely be people who will be like, oh, the Bonanzas were so cool. You should do it again. Like, you know. Watched all your YouTube videos since I was 6, so it's awesome to see you live on Twitch. And I am live on YouTube, and I have, like, there's just so much going on. So much, there's just a lot going on. How are you, friend? I'm great. I'm great, Space Hobo. Thank you for asking. Peace. Does Cuddles need an English tutor asking for my son? I think she was speaking English earlier today. So I think she's good. Obviously, Pro Gamers Guide 3, being a thing, is on the docket for this year. If it gets fully funded. Kevin, imagine if it didn't. Imagine if we came out with the Kickstarter for Book 3 and it doesn't happen. What would we do? What would happen? We'd be like, I guess we're stopping? I guess we're done. People don't want it. Why would you even say that? Why would you even say that? No, I'm just saying, what if it didn't? What if everybody knock on wood. Like what if everybody cumulatively was like, you know what? We don't really care anymore. Like, oh, well, all right. It's time to change that. What's your book about? I know games, but what about games? So, Pro Gamer's Guide is a series that explores meaningful life tips in a video game world. So for those of you that are out there that are like, oh, I want to be a YouTuber, oh, I want to be a content creator, oh, I want to be a professional gamer. As somebody who's done this for over 10 years and professionally for over 5, I'd like to think I know the things that do and don't work as you are refining your skills day in and day out to do what I do every day for a living. And so that's why I wrote Pro Gamer's Guide to Healthy Habits and Pro Gamer's Guide to Making Friends. Book 1, Pro Gamer's Guide to Healthy Habits, is all about the fundamentals of what you should do to better set yourself up for success as a professional gamer, meaning not caving into those people who will be like, here's my energy drink sponsor, you should have this powdered garbage. But instead getting a good night's sleep and drinking more water and living an overall better lifestyle. And then book 2, Pro Gamer's Guide to Making Friends, is all about exploring meaningful friendships in that video game world. So how do you meet new people? How do you put your best foot forward? Where do you find like-minded folks? things like that. And they've both been very positively received, not just by people, but also schools and children's hospitals and libraries all across the world. We need him to produce more till he gets a Pro Gamer's Guide to Getting a Girlfriend, because I know some of you all want it. Yep, there you go. And book 3! Book 3 is all about... Actually, I can't tell you that yet. Can't tell you that one yet. Not yet. Not yet. If you're watching the live stream on YouTube, make sure you leave a like. Everything helps. I do appreciate everybody being here and hanging out. I know these live streams, especially these Lego ones, are very locked in and focused. So sharing a little bit of extra love by leaving a lurk and being in the shadows helps a ton as well. So thank you.
Bye for now.
Have a good night, Herobrine. Excited for the part where it starts to look like pot grape from VeggieTales? Yeah. Juicy, have a good rest of your night. Or day, or whatever. It's been 1 week since you look at me. Anybody have any good plans for the week? I know we got ZMB Thursday or tomorrow. We have everybody want to switch. It's been 84 years, right? So no live stream on Saturday, by the way. Live streams for Saturdays are generally seasonal, mostly coinciding with if there are, you know, summertime or a break happening or something. Trying to make sure that, you know, some Saturdays will be live streams, some will not. So I believe we're going to be going into a time where there are not live streams on Saturdays. And instead, there's going to be, you know, 2, maybe 3 live shows a week, and then just focusing on book 3, other videos, you know, whatever. So obviously still around, still doing stuff, but not being live on Saturdays being a thing. Going to Nashville this weekend. Nice. I loved Nashville when I was there last year. Going to dinner with friends Saturday. Nice. I have no weekend plans besides existing. It's probably going to be a lot of writing and book stuff on Sunday. There we go. BP272727 with the resub. Thank you for the resub, Brian. Dallas Aquarium on Saturday? Nice. I privately berated Kevin because he and his girlfriend are too wholesome, and it's a lot to handle. You know what I mean? It's a lot to they look, you know, too cute. Too cute. Yeah, I'm not jealous. To be clear, I'm not jealous. It's not a place of jealousy. It's not a place of animosity. It is a place of being overwhelmed. Overwhelmed. He has good sports thing on Sunday, so I'm working and having friends over. Nice. I just wish it was anybody besides the Chiefs and Eagles. Might be wrong when you say... if they could just not be adorable, right? So, Ben, what I meant by that was, you know how in Mario Odyssey, all the moons have different names? Like, they're all uniquely named, and they kind of have funny or intuitive names to them? That's what I mean by that. I mean, naming my videos something more witty than just, like, actually describing what the thing is. Like, here is Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Part 6. Deku tree. Like, it just... But I think that technically bites me in the butt because people don't know what the actual video is about. And if you actually post, like, this is exactly what we're doing in the video, more people might be enticed to watch it. I think it's stupid and boring, but maybe I'm stupid and boring for thinking that would actually work that way. Buy the brick book. Hello. Brian, are you going out? I am currently not intending on going out. There's an amount of cuteness that can feel too much with plenty of adorable friends and love. Yes, and Kevin is exactly like that. So what I mean, Kevin, I need you to work harder. I need you to work faster. I need you to work more on Pro Gamers Guide 3. Even like, I just need you to work way more and not be adorable in your relationship less, please. Thank you.
Okay, that's all the time I've got. I gotta get back to playing Animal Crossing New Leaf on my Nintendo 3DS.
Enjoy your lurk. I love how by the brick book showed up, it was like, Brian, you're not stupid! Bye. All right. Okay. Sure. Sure. Someone clearly has to tell you. You know, I was in 9.5's chat and she nerfed me yesterday. Dude, her mods, dude, you think the mods here are ruthless? Dude, her mods, they will eat your face off. I went in there and I was like, you know, just hi. She said, oh, Brian, how you doing today? I said, oh, I feel like dog water because I didn't get a good night's sleep and, you know, I'm just kind of out of it. And the mods deleted my comment because it was like talking down on myself. And I'm like, I'm not saying like, oh, I'm the worst human being that's ever, I literally just said like, oh, I don't feel great today. And then Mira was like, boom, bang, and they just like, it's literally somebody with a giant Nerf gun pops up on screen, like cocks back the thing and snips my comment out of the chat. I'm like, all right, wow, okay. I feel great. Sorry, Kelsey. Look at that mouth. Only positive affirmations. I feel great. You banned me in Kevin's chat yesterday? Yeah, you deserved it. Basically saying, we didn't ask, but you have the right to share what happened. Yes, basically, that's what it means. That's what it means. Yellow Beanie is on your shop. Will there be one without the puffy ball on top? No. No. They only make the yellow one with the pom-pom. You know, some people, it's just nice to antagonize them. That's how I feel about Lindsay. I share all the Bob, not all the Bob leaks, but the Bob leaks with Lindsay. I get her perspective on forthcoming Kickstarter things. Like I did with MJ. I'm like, you know, so you know, sometimes you just gotta. Cody says I'm cute when I'm mad. Well, I'm not gonna comment on your cute factor, but that's for you and him to figure out a week and 2 days from now. No involvement in that. Brian uses his mod power very humorlessly and opportunistically. And when I actually need to. Like, I'll keep an eye on chat. I'm scary when I'm mad. That's my secret. I'm always angry. No, in Kevin's chat, I banned Lindsay. Used my resub and did a smiley face. That's how I truly felt. Oh, Link! Ba, ba, ba. Ma, 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 ma. That was your entrance? Great entrance. Literally how I said hello. Ban one of my own mods in somebody else's chat. Let's go. Done deal. Yeah, it was just like a nukes everything from chat, and that's it. It wasn't meant to be serious. I feel like this is too much. Like that, maybe? Yeah. I was confused until I saw it was Brian. Yeah. It's all my fault. It's all my fault. Oh. Why does Sarah and Ray hate me now? Hey, Kevin made Sarah a mod. That's how you know it's getting serious. That's how you know it's getting serious. He made her a mod. Alrighty. Alrighty. Okay. Sure. I don't know if I'd make my future girlfriend a mod in this channel. I don't know. I feel like yeah, I know she is in every single live stream. I feel like who I'm gonna end up with, I feel like she won't care, or maybe like not too much. Be like, oh, are you doing that video thing again? Yes, babe, I am. As a matter of fact, I am doing that thing. All right, well, I'm going to go read a book, and whenever you're done, I'll be asleep already. All right, cool. She has to be locked in or it's not working. I know. She'll be modding. Or she'll be like Sunita and join it. Yeah, I mean that's yeah, actually I feel like that's what's gonna happen. Like she'll join in, chime in occasionally, right? But not be like, I need to be here for every single thing. Yeah, that's what I need. Yeah, I need balance. She'll support you but not compete with you? Yeah, definitely not. Cause I can't be competed with, cause I'm the best! I'm the best! Let me ask you this, Blessed by Music. Let me ask you this. Let me ask the people. Let me ask. Question for the room. Question for the room. Question for the room. Who's better than me? I mean, if we're just being honest. Let's just have a frank conversation right now. Who? How many times did he say, let me ask? How many times did he say, let me? It's just a question. It's just an inquiry. It's just a simple inquiry. Yes, exactly, Katie. But really. Okay. That Zach guy clearly carries. Oh, he carries Z&B hardcore, dude. Clearly. The only people that are better than you are the people that imagine they are, and they're just not. The only person I'm competing with is myself. The mods removed my reply. Uh-oh. He said something scandalous. He said it nowhere. Yeah, the only person I'm competing with is myself. That's been one of the things I've realized. I mean, I've known this for a little bit of time. But once you realize that, everything else comes to you a little bit more quickly. You're a lot less angry, or I don't know how you want to phrase it, but you're like, oh, I'm only just trying to get better with myself, like, you know. Lindsay was a secret girl. No, definitely not. No, Lindsay is a mom and a very, very avid I don't even know what I want to say, but yeah, very, very awesome to have around and be a positive influence in what I do. Also, if that were the case, her husband, Cody, would literally drive to me and bring me to the woods of Maine, and you wouldn't hear from me again. Do you think 24 races in Mario Kart 9 would be the main mode or just a side mode? I think it is going to be the main mode. And I think the way that the courses are going to be designed, or what you're going to see from it, is not going to be too bad. But yeah, Lindsay's very married. Very married. Yeah, we don't generally go into whatever, so, you know, you didn't know. It's fine. Wider, longer? Yeah. I think they're going to be, in general, bigger courses. I think it's going to be something like that. $11 years now? Wow. Good for you guys. Going strong. Doing all that. That's awesome. That's the hashtag goals. Bjorn will be 5 tomorrow. Well, happy early birthday, dude. That's sweet. I just built, look at this whole module, by the way. This looks very weird. Almost looks like a Geonosian from Star Wars.
Bye for now.
Did you watch Skeleton Crew? Was it any good? MJ, have a good rest of your night. I liked Skeleton Crew. I didn't really care for... There's some parts of that show I didn't really care for, but I think overall it was better than it had some rights to be. Yeah, definitely better than it had credence to be. It also did not leave me wanting another season of it, oddly enough. I think that's a general consensus too. Like, it's not really oh, you can't even see what's going on here. It generally did not leave me wanting another season. I like Skeleton Crew, cute kids show. Yeah, it's got like, it's a lighter hearted Stranger Things in a way. Star Wars Goonies, which is good, yeah. I didn't necessarily care for the antagonist all that much. I didn't really care about that toward the end of it. What else? I mean, I liked a lot of the cinematography of it. It was very good. Very Spielberg-like, but yeah. I don't really have as, like, in the very beginning, I was very about it, but toward the end, like, I definitely don't look back on it negatively. I don't regret my time watching it. However, I kind of feel that way with a little bit, like Agatha All Along. I did not really rock with until like the last 2 episodes, whatever it was, and then I was in. But even then, I'm like, dude, I just can't. I just did not rock with it. Did I not like the sequels, or did I not like the game? So, yes. Regarding your question, yes. So, I was not a big fan of 8 and 9 specifically. 7 I liked. I generally agree with the general consensus in that I did not really enjoy 8 and 9 and the gameplay of Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga. It's very much paint by numbers. It's very, you know, nothing surprises me about that game and most Lego games. I have played almost every single Lego game that has ever come out, and it just does not leave me excited to play them anymore, honestly. Like, I want to have a sense of discovery, be impressed, you know, and I just did not care. Like, even Lego Fortnite, I played 7 hours of it the day it came out, and I'm like, I do not like any of it. I just don't like it. It didn't leave me want to like explore more. However, something I actually just re-downloaded. I just re-downloaded No Man's Sky as just like a game to play in my free time or like off time, whatever, right? And it's basically the same way. It's like, oh, here's all this crazy collectible, you know, whatever stuff, right? And yeah, I bought it on PlayStation back in 2016 when it was first out, and I enjoyed it back then. And now I re-downloaded it, and I'm like, whoa, it's all different, and it's very cool because, you know, as much as you go through the gameplay and it can be a little repetitive and stuff, you're upgrading your starship, you're upgrading your suit. You can do all these different types of quests. There's all these different types of enemies. You can scan stuff and get all different types of, like, it's all different types of whatever. And Skywalker Saga and most Lego games are very paint by numbers. When people talk about baby games or games for kids, those I see them as games for kids. By comparison, when I play Mario Odyssey, and I can't describe this feeling to you, but every time I play that game, there's something new that I didn't know about. And it's presented in a different way. It is something I couldn't expect. And that's what I love about that game specifically. And when one of the main objectives of Skywalker Saga is, yes, you got to go through all these different levels and play. But here you're going to unlock the character for Clone Trooper number 38B that appeared in the background of the Clone Wars for, 3 episodes. I'm like, I don't care about these characters. So why am I going to spend the time unlocking all these characters, doing 100%? That's my long way of saying it doesn't resonate with me. Well, Lego 2K Drive, speaking to that, Kevin, in terms of Lego games that do something different, that did something different. It was a explorative racing game that you could play online. It had a lot of cool power-ups, like a really awesome customization system, whatever. Its main issues were that it ran like garbage on Switch, it released anywhere close to Tears of the Kingdom, and it had microtransactions. And I think they knew all of those things going into it, and it went how it went. But it was a fun game. It was a generally good game. Lego Horizon, same deal with the rest of these Lego games. I played 2 hours of it at Bricks and the Six because it was available, and I played the 2 hours of it. I fully understood every part of that game in just 2 hours. That's it. It's the same gameplay loop over and over and over again. Now, for kids, they might really like that. I don't. Like, I'm good. I get it. Is it the game that you're going to play with your little brother, little sister, your daughter, your son? Yeah. Is it the game that I'm going to make 20 gameplay videos out of? No. Like, I am not inspired to do that. And if I'm not inspired to do it, if my heart's not in it, then the videos aren't going to be good and people aren't going to watch them. And then it's a total waste of time, basically. You gotta focus on the things that fire you up the most and bring that to the table, which is why I would sooner do another playthrough of Mario Odyssey or Paper Mario or whatever before I ever do some of those games. Which really stinks, right? Because the Lego games are such a good fit for Mr. Family Friendly YouTuber, right? It's such a perfect fit. But I'm just like, man, I don't care. I don't like them. It's just not for me. But like Nintendo games, even the ones I'm not a big fan of, they leave me inspired in some way, and I'm willing to give everything a chance. And Nintendo does not rest on their laurels too long. Like, they'll go... When Mario 64 came out, everybody said, oh, they should just do a sequel to Mario 64. And then they did Sunshine instead. Oh, now you should do a sequel to that. No, they did Odyssey instead, or whatever, right? You kind of always... Or they did Galaxy. They always innovate, right? So they don't repeat that super often. Yeah, don't force it. Just play what you like to play. Yeah. Yeah, and like I actually feel a similar way about Battle Royales. Like I didn't get into Fortnite immediately because I'm like, I don't care for this system of like I drop everything. I start with nothing every single time. Really? Like I don't inherently like that. But clearly it's taken off and I'm in the minority on that one. I'm very clearly in the minority. Pix_Stitch with the resub for 14 months. The alerts are borked. I guess my lights are too. Thank you very much for resubscribing, Mr. Stitch. A happy Wednesday to you and yours. I hope you're doing as well as you possibly can. I break things that happens, as a certified broken person. I get it. I get it, man. Just talking about games I do and do not like playing. And Lego games, unfortunately, being some of them. Lifts Brian up from pieces. I'm a shattered man! Listen. Me being how I am has gotten me to where I am today. You know what I mean, man? I'm proud of my path and my journey. I know, like Kingdom Battle. Do you like Sparks of Hope? I didn't rock with Sparks of Hope all that much. I played a couple of videos worth of it, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good. And I feel like everybody else felt the same way, unfortunately. Katie, I'd like to say that I know Mr. A Game had trouble with the nose right there, and I got it on the first try. Professional Lego builder. Pro builder. Bob the Builder? Wow. That's a bannable offense. Did you know that? It's bannable. You know, I don't really understand why they did. They did what's it called? Katie's like, I'm very proud of you, Brian. They did Skyward Sword, but they didn't do the other ones. They didn't do Twilight and they didn't do Wind Waker. They must be waiting. They at some point they must have just said, "Oh, we'll just wait for Switch 2." It must, like, to me it just doesn't make sense. Besides, yes, there is a loose connection, very loose connection between Skyward and Breath of the Wild and blah blah. Very loose. Very loose. But I don't think that's enough. That's true, Katie. That's true. Katie told me that she used my channel introduction video as an example of how to present yourself to a audience, right? My little brother's actually curious. When are you finishing Skyward Sword? Well, oh, but they had to do it in French. Gotcha. See, but I promise you guys. Here's what I can promise you for sure. On a more serious note about that sort of stuff. And then I'll get to your point about the Switch 2 picks. I promise I'm getting somewhere. So, the only reason I was doing so many videos like that, like, because that was the only thing I was focusing on, obviously. I wasn't focusing on, you know, is this the best video thumbnail I can do? Can I put this content on another platform? You know, I wasn't traveling as much. I wasn't like the goal has not been to stop doing videos and not, you know, whatever. But like, there's just so much cool stuff that has happened with the path that I've been on. And, you know, the goal is to make more stuff and it's building toward that. And the last time when I was doing all those videos, I burned out super hard. There was a time, like, it was summer 2023. That was like right as the 5-year was happening, like ultimate burnout, hardcore. So how can I continue making awesome stuff that people really like without burning out, without whatever? That's always been the goal, you know? Speaking of loose connections, what do you feel about the Switch 2 controllers clicking? I think it'll be fine. I think Nintendo will have it refined a bit more. If there's anything that they definitely need to make right is the durability for kids, you know. Yeah, exactly. The same summer when I took that time off and then they revealed Paper Mario. Yep, exactly. So yeah, the goal, like, clearly the solution is to have, like, focus my energy in the right places and to bring on help where it's needed most. And I have more help now than I ever have before. And it's changing every day. So can't do it alone. It just takes a lot longer than I think a lot of people realize. But one of the most shocking parts of the podcast I did with A-Game was I didn't realize he's had his channel for 7 years. Like, you realize some people, you know, you can work for so long, so long, so long. You can do so much, but then you don't have 100,000 subscribers. You don't have 500,000 subscribers, right? Like, it's just, this is a long process, y'all. And this is old man O'Brien talking. But you also don't want those things in life fast, because then you don't know how to handle it. You get overwhelmed. Wonder's not a top 10 Mario game. Thousand Year Doors. But anyways, yes. Wonder is good, but not quite that. It might be a top 10 now that I think about it. But Thousand Year Door, yes. That's the one I was mainly concerned about. The game that I cried when it was revealed. Like a big old baby. You know what I feel like doing right now? I had this feeling last night. I mentioned it in Kevin's live stream. I feel like eating an entire pizza in one sitting. That's exactly what I want to do. I want to eat an entire pizza in one sitting. Whole thing. Entire, like, all of it immediately. Like a nice big cheese pizza. Oh, it sounds so delicious right now. So delicious. Not one of these single serving pizzas. I mean like a full, big, honking pizza. Big, big, big pizza. Big pizza energy. Just cheese. I don't need no fancy nothing. Just cheese. Maybe this Sunday after I'm done writing for the day, I'll go grab a pizza from the place. Like my favorite pizza place. If I want to be lazy, I could Uber Eats it. No. No, Kristen. No, 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 no. And we don't have HEB. I want a big, regular old pizza. Here's your cauliflower. No. Well, here's the wrong part here. Yeah. I totally did. Right here. Did that when I was stressed out, my brain working French customer service for Whirlpool. Jeez. That's such a niche job. I worked the French customer service for Whirlpool. Dang. Can't get much more niche than that. This doesn't make any sense, dude. Okay. Is this? Is this? This goes here. This goes here. Okay, I got it. Big old brain fart on that one. So the base of the tree is clearly almost there. Good progress today. Angry French Canadians all day. That'll do it. Cool. Hello. You've been here lurking and all that. Yeah, I just wanna demolish a whole pizza. Like, you know, anybody else get that urge? Like I'm just really feeling it. I'm not gonna do it, but I'm really maybe it's because I haven't had a caffeine and it can't indirectly suppress my appetite. That might be my problem. Dang. That might be the problem.
I don't have caffeine to be like, dude, you can wait till tomorrow to eat breakfast. Oh, here's the thing they have at Dunkin' Donuts, by the way. While we're talking about breakfast, and by we, I mean nobody, because I'm the one talking about it. Dunkin' Donuts. Firefin, welcome. Dunkin' Donuts has a Dun King's Happy Meal. Has anybody seen this? It's a real thing, I promise you. It includes a Dun King box that you get your breakfast sandwich in, as if it is a Happy Meal. Yes, it's a sausage, egg, and cheese, medium coffee, hash browns, $6. And it's literally in a Dun King's box. I saw a grown man walking out with a Dun King's box from Dunkin' this morning. And I'm like, how is this? What's the toy? Nothing. The toy is a potentially mid Dunkin' Donuts pour, which is really the best gift of them all. You know what I mean? Saw a commercial for it and thought of you. That means I should be a Dunkin' ambassador next. Forget about Nintendo. Who cares, right? You know, for some reason, I feel like Dunkin' Donuts is way more unattainable compared to Nintendo. Is that a weird feeling? I feel like Nintendo is way more attainable than Dunkin' Donuts. I don't know why. Because they overpaid for Ben Affleck and Sabrina Carpenter. Maybe that's why. Like how so? I don't know. Like... yeah, I don't really know why I feel that way, but maybe let me align these real quick and maybe I could think of an answer. A coherent answer. One moment. Because these are clearly wrong. Or this should be this way instead. Yeah, there we go. I feel like it's less attainable. I don't know. Like they scream big mega corporation more so than Nintendo, which is not true. Also, Dunkin' is very much like it feels less a part of your daily like I don't know. I think if asked to prove why your content and your audience would benefit from that arrangement would be far harder than Nintendo. Yeah, I agree. Like, and so this is how I feel kind of about what we kind of discovered with Elgato is like Elgato and their stuff. These are tools that help me make the stuff I already do. They aren't like, it's not like embedded into who I am. Clearly Nintendo and also Lego very clearly are. Like, do I exude coffee that I love from Dunkin' Donuts? I don't think so. It's kind of associated with me as like a meme, kind of, but like not seriously, not like for real seriously. Have I sold a lot of Dunkin' Donuts by talking about it? I don't know. Yeah, also in terms of like a content creator platform thing, yeah, they've done sponsored stuff before. But yeah, it just feels less attainable. A-Game has Pez energy. Yeah, that one I still I shake my head at. I'm like, how did that happen? Like, how did that happen? Oh, so I made a mistake, actually. Big Noodles, welcome. I've seen Dunkin' Donuts sponsor esports and stuff before. I really don't want to fix this right now. Oh, no. I really don't want to fix this. No. So as far as a collaboration, it'd be less of a collaboration, more so they just kind of give me free swag to promote Dunkin' Donuts. I don't even know what that would look like. Yeah, I just think it's definitely not worth pursuing. Also, I would rarely drink the coffee on camera. I mostly stream at night. And yeah, it's just, it wouldn't, yeah. Esports, but not individual people. Yeah, definitely not. Yeah, so long story short, it is not something I'm gonna advocate for. If I meet a Dunkin' Donuts rep, and maybe there's something, I don't know. There's also a lot of local franchisees. So people like in my local Dunkin' Donuts. And obviously, a local influence only applies to certain creators. But it would not apply to me. I have a very global audience. Clearly, a very global audience. Bam, got it on the second time, too. Look at that. Free coffee for a year, like 90s companies. Yeah, that stuff was kind of cool. And it's really only like X amount of coffee things. It's not like a whole throughout the year thing. If they reach out to you, might say yes. I mean, with any of that stuff, it depends on what the context is and how long. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say no. That's not off the table. Definitely not. I would much sooner endorse, like, I think a smaller coffee company or chain or something is more on the table. But I promise you, I would much sooner endorse any coffee ever over any powdered energy drink garbage that is out there. And that is the only, by the way, that is the only product, the only type of thing I am ever okay saying is garbage, and they're all garbage. Is any powdered energy supplement garbage? They're all garbage. I will be very firm with that forever. There's the tree. So far. So yeah. Why do gamers need energy? They need more sleep and water and a shower, my guy. That's what they need. That's what I need. And I'm doing pretty poggers. Yeah, I don't really like that. All right. So, there's that. Hey, thanks, everybody. I am hungry. Man, looks like a grasshopper? Kinda. Link. It's pretty cool. It's coming along. I like the functionality here for sure. You can make it more mean if you want to. Yeah, it's cool. Kind of looks swamp monstery in a way. I don't know. We'll see. A Bug's Life. That movie I did not like. I watched it fairly recently. I was not a fan of that one. Nah. All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, listening, watching, and meowing it out with me as always. I'm going to go and do something else and continue whatever else I got to do. Thank you so much for tuning in and being here. I will see you all very soon. And meow it out.